Okay, hi and welcome back. We're still working on our 3D modeling of our glasses, which is going to help you build your virtual reality headset. So let's go back and see where we're at. Okie dokes. My bad, where's Inventor? Oh, there's the bell. Okay, so hopefully where you left off, if you saved your work, is your glasses model, your glasses frame model. Now, we are now going to be looking at, let's bring our sketch up. We're now going to be looking at modeling this arm here, so the glasses arm. So you can see it's got intersecting like notches that are going to align with these notches right here. So what's really important here is that this protruding notch, that one there, which we can see is like 5 mil down and 5 mil long, is going to fit exactly into our hole that we've created. So here we go. Here's how we're going to do it. We're going to start off with a big rectangle again, and we're going to be using that offset and trim tool again to create the shape that we want. So we have a total length of 110 plus 30, which is going to give us 140. So let's go into Inventor and get started. Oh, and yeah, and a total height of 20. That's 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. Back to the app. Okay, now, remember we talked about Inventor working with parts and assemblies. So we're not going to model it in this same document here. We're going to close this part and we're going to go New, New Part. Cool. So this one here, same process, Start 2D Sketch. Now I'm going to choose this frame here because we drew the glasses on that plane. And then on this plane here, that would mean it's going to nicely intersect. So I'm going to choose that one. Okie dokes. Now, starting with our rectangle, we're going to click and drag across. And you can see we've got the same problem. We're in inches. So pop up to your tools palette, document settings, units, length, millimeters, apply. Close that out. And back to our model, make sure that we're inside that sketch. If you've got finished sketch up here, then that's a good thing. That means you're inside the sketch. Start 2D Sketch. Yep. Get our sketch tab. Make sure we're on rectangle. And here we go again. So click and drag out. And hopefully you've got a good memory like me. So you can see the blue measurement that's active, that one needs to be 20 mil. Okay, I don't need to type the mm because we just changed our units of measurements to millimeters, so 20, press enter. So I stuffed up here. I should have pressed tab and it would have let me fill out the other measurement. So if you do that, that's cool. We can go to our dimension tool. This dimension is set, but we need to change the distance between here and here. So I click on those two lines, I hover my mouse in between or my cursor, and then I click. And the dimension that we needed was 140. Press enter, and if we click on there, ta-da, there it is. Okay, you can see it's a little bit longer than the way that I drew it. My drawing was guessed dimensions on a sketch. So we're on 140. Let's go back to our sketch now. Bop. Okie dokes. So we can see we've got this turning point where the angle is going to change, and that is 30 mil from the end. So we want to mark that one in. We're going to use the offset tool to do that. So back over here, we're going to get our offset, click on this line, click it, drag the cursor in the direction that you want to offset, press enter. Did I say 30? I hope it was 30. Let's press enter, 30. Okay, let's go back to our drawing and check. Yep, it was 30. Now, if you got it wrong, you could always just go back and redimension that line. The next thing that we need to do is we're going to work on this little section here. So we're going to start with a vertical offset of 3 mils. Why is it 3 mils? Because we're working with 3mm acrylic and 3mm ply. Okay, so offset that one by 3, and then we've got these ones running down in this direction, which are 5 mil spacing. Okay, back to Inventor. So we're going to use offset tool, click, position the cursor, press enter, 3mm, and enter again. Perfect. Need to zoom in here perhaps, and maybe I need to just recenter myself. Okay, so the next one we're going to offset is this line. Check you've got the tool. I'm going to offset this one here and in this direction, and it was 5 mil down. So pressing enter, entering the number 5, enter again, and we're going to offset that again, 5. Okay, so to perform that offset, again, we click, position the cursor, press enter, type the dimension, press enter again. Cool, now we've got our spacing. All right, now let's have a look at our drawing again. Now, I've designated 5mm here. Realistically, it's probably a little bit slender. We might make it 7. Maybe we should make it 7.5, just so it fits perfectly in center on that piece there. I like to have deliberate dimensions when I design. So let's go for one last offset. Okay, so we're going to offset this line in this direction, press enter, and do 7.5. Cool. All right, we're up to some trimming. So I might just press my little cube there, my navigation cube, to get ourselves a bit more centered. Let's try that one again. Zoom in. Alrighties. I'm going to get this trim, and I'm now going to trim away the lines that we do not need. So I'm going to trim all of these lines in here, other than the top line. So we're going to get rid of this one here, 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 and here. All right, now the next one that we want to make sure of, I'll just zoom in again. So we're going to be creating like an angled line from here over to our position here. So when we trim off, we can actually trim these back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And trim this one down too. So I'm going to trim there. Okay. Alrighties, and top. So there we have those two lines which are going to connect to each other. So we'll leave this one here for those top and bottom. Now we might even connect them now just while we're at it. So we'll get our line tool, and from here across to here, make sure you get that nice little green point indicating that you're connecting to the previous line. All right, and let's go back onto our trim tool again. So let's trim out this one here. And I'm just going to use my cube again to navigate over here. And let's see what we have. So that would be our 750 line. So let's delete that away. So remembering from our drawing, our sketch, we want to make sure that there is the first protrusion of that notch there is going to be sticking out 5mm down. Okay, so we're going to trim away the top, 1, 2. We're going to trim away this part here. Alrighty, so there are our 2 protrusions. We're going to come back and trim a few more lines there in a moment, but first we need to connect here. All right, press our little home cube and our line tool. So we're going to connect from here all the way back through to here. Okie dokes. Back onto our trim tool again. We're looking pretty good. We just need to trim away this line here and this line here, and we can press finish sketch. Cool. All right. So we're just going to press that little home. Now, if that's looking awkward to you because it's still a two-dimensional sketch, just turn around your cube here so you can get your view. Oh, I've just rotated it around, but that's cool. So we're going to 3D model that now by extruding. Let's press our little home button there so that we can get a good view. Remembering it's 3mm thick material. Those notches, remember, were 3mm wide. So entering 3 for distance A and then press OK. All right, and now we need to save this. So we're going to go File, Save, and it's important to give it a name that you are going to remember. So let's call it Part 2 Glasses Arm. Cool. All right. So that's the end of this tutorial, and there's one final tutorial where we're going to watch how to create an assembly. So put the two parts together. Thanks for watching.